Hi there, it's time for a makeup tutorial. For today I'm going to do two parts. I'm going to have one, which is this part, which is the base makeup, and then I'm going to have part two, which focuses on the eyeliner and the eye makeup. I start off with sunscreen. You can use either of these, just as long as it's a mineral one. Make sure you're putting on enough. Don't forget the neck. I like to use this concealer, and I just use it all over my face. It doesn't really matter where you put it, but I like to start with the under eyes and blend it out and go around. You'll hear a lot of people telling you that you need to wet your beauty blender in order to use it and to make an even coverage, but I find that depending on whether your concealer slash foundation is water-based or oil-based, that doesn't work super well. So in order to not have to deal with that issue, I just leave it dry. And it also helps soak up extra product, like with concealer and sunscreen. For simpler looks, you can stop like around here with your eyes and your nose for concealer, but I like to do like a sort of a thin-ish layer all around my face just so that I can have an entirely even base that I can work with. Blend it out and trust the process. With setting powder, I find that the e.l.f. ones work pretty well, but generally speaking, I actually just use cornstarch as that's my dog, as it's sort of the equivalent of a translucent setting powder, and it's all natural. Along with that, it's like actually translucent and it doesn't actually make you paler, and it's affordable. And I use this all over my face. I don't skip any areas. This might be more parts than I thought it would be, to be honest. Don't forget to take this off your lips. I just use a Q-tip with micellar water to get excess product off of my lips. For contour, I sometimes use cream, I sometimes use powder. I mainly focus on my jawline for when I'm contouring, as it's what I want to define the most. But you can also do it on your cheekbones like this, on your forehead area, and on your nose. But I find it that, depending on the person, you don't really need it. I mean, obviously nobody needs it, but I know some people prefer it more than others. For blush, this is very old. This is a e.l.f. primer infused blush. I like this a lot. I really like sort of terracotta, like warm orangish coral blushes. I find that they accentuate my features pretty well, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. But yeah, I always do a little tip on the nose, a little bit on the tip of my nose, and on my cheekbones, and make sure to do it higher up rather than lower so that your face doesn't look dragged down. The highlighter I use is a little old, or it's actually only like a month or two old, but I use a lot of highlighter, and I just use it all over the cheek because I find it makes you glow a little bit more. And to accentuate that, I actually add a bit of mica powder. This is a mica powder I use. You can literally just get this from Michael's in like a 3-pack. I like the lighter golden, pink, and white ones. See you in part 2!